Thank you for coming back to Women in Manufacturing. This is Manufacturing Talk Radio, and we are in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And we've had quite a few interviews this morning with a lot of the attendees. And today we have Traci Tapani, who's with Wyoming Manufacturing here in Minnesota. Actually, Traci and Lori, co-presidents, have been on our show before, and welcome back.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Great. What do you think of the show?
I think it's great so far. This is a wonderful event.
Yeah. Have you been to other WIM events?
Yes, this is the third time I've attended one of these events.
Right.
I've been in Detroit and Schaumburg, Illinois.
Right. And what is everybody getting out of this?
I think more than anything, when women can come together in an event like this, we realize that we aren't alone in this industry, and because we are represented in such small numbers right now, it is nice to know that there are other women in the industry and that there are many people wanting to promote careers for women in this industry.
But you are getting a lot of support from outside the women's sphere, are you not?
I think that we are. I think that there are many businesses, many men who are just as supportive and encouraging as women are to get more women into this field.
Right, because you're smarter.
That's right.
That's what you tell us. That's what my
tell
wife
you that.
tells me. Jan, that was for you. I hear you. How is Wyoming manufacturing dealing with other issues in manufacturing, i.e., the skills gap, the gray hair is leaving, and so on?
Well, as everybody knows, it's one of the biggest issues that everyone is trying to deal with right now. And I think that at this current moment in time, one of the things that we're trying to focus on is looking at how do we get broader and open up our horizons about who are qualified workers for this industry. We've had for a long time, I think, very traditional views about who is right for a career in manufacturing.
Right.
And we're finding that kind of having a broader horizon there is allowing us to attract people that we hadn't considered before.
Are you at all involved in your recruitments? Are you at all involved with the schools, the other local associations, parents?
We are.
You are.
We are. We've done the National Manufacturing Day in the past. We also open up our facility for school tours whenever a school would like to bring students in.
Right.
Oftentimes we help them cover the cost of busing to make it more likely that students can actually visit our facility.
Right. What about we're doing, for example, a school tour, a school trip to a manufacturing plant ourselves on October 2nd in New Jersey. One of the things that I found that I contacted one local school, and it wasn't a technology school, it was a regular high school, and I got a flat no. And I don't get a lot of no's when I ask people to participate on our show or any of our activities. It doesn't cost them anything, it's part of what we're doing, and they gave us a no. And the reason why they gave us no is that, well, our school's really not into manufacturing. And I said to the party I dealt with, I said, either do it now or do it later, but you will do it. And we then hooked up with Passaic Institute of Technology in New Jersey, and they are participating with us, and it's great. We're looking forward to it. I know that you did some work where you were invited to the White House, I understand.
That is true.
Tell us about that. That had to be exciting.
Well, I'm going to start by telling you that even though I'm a professional person and I hate to get overly excited, receiving an invitation to attend the President's Upskill America Summit was one of the most exciting things that has ever happened to me.
Yeah, that'll be.
I care deeply about the skills gap, I care about manufacturing, and I want people to get involved in it. So to be invited to participate in a conversation at a national level was rewarding for me. It was a big deal, and I really enjoyed the day. I think the idea that the president laid out about trying to take incumbent workers or people that don't necessarily have a full set of skills recognizing that employers can provide training internally and give people more skills so that they can access better paying jobs is really important. And it's absolutely essential in trying to deal with this overall skills gap.
Sure. Just to share a story that we heard about a week or two ago, Hypotherm in New Hampshire.
Yep, I'm familiar with them.
They come from an area where they don't have large employment pools, and what they did was they created a training program and then got other manufacturing companies to help participate financially in it, and created a manufacturing training program for multiple companies. And it's worked very well, and they're dealing with the pool that they have, and it's done very well. So in smaller population areas, this is a good way to attack the problem.
I would agree with you completely, and I think that we've been talking about it for too many years simply from the mentality of not having enough,
Right.
and there's never going to be enough.
Right.
But for entrepreneurs to not step forward and say, we have to find solutions to this problem or we're
Right.
going to lose manufacturing altogether is important. So
Right.
I congratulate Hypertherm on that.
Yeah, and Powell Manufacturing in Phoenix, Arizona couldn't get people, and he went to a local motorcycle shop where kids can take their bikes in and fix their own bikes there, and he started soliciting workers from there. If you can do this, you can do that. And he's gotten a whole group of kids to train in his company, and they're making aerospace parts, so it's
Right.
real critical work. And gotten them to join the company, undergo training, joined as apprentices, and then became full-time employees. So there's a lot of novel approaches that we're hearing. We, Manufacturing Talk Radio, have a kind of a unique position because we're speaking to so many people in so many walks of manufacturing life that we're really hearing a lot of great ideas. And the role that we play, or part of the role that we play, is to spread these ideas out and let somebody know from New Hampshire what's happening in Arizona and vice versa. So it's really been rewarding for us to participate in this. What came out of your event at the White House?
One of the things that I took away from the event is that there is a lot being done with technology to try to make it easier to do training. And so there was every kind of industry that you can imagine attending this
Sure.
particular event. And so if we were to look at hospitals, for example, and the huge numbers of people that they employ, they've really done a lot to take the learning technology and put it in the hands of their workers so that they can access it when and where it's convenient for them.
Right.
So whether that be on handheld devices, on their home computer. And I think that that's something that manufacturing hopefully will be moving towards more in the future, so that people, when the time is right, can access the training that they need. I think that we heard a lot about the importance of mentorships, and I think oftentimes we think of that more being important in more professional roles. Let's say you're in accounting or you're in the legal profession, that mentors are important, but I think it's just as important on the manufacturing floor. When young people come into the industry, partnering them with people who care about their success, help them access the right skills, makes a difference as well.
So what is manufacturing and skill gaps and all of that give Wyoming manufacturing machine for the future? What are you doing right now in creating a better manufacturing environment in your company?
For us, it really starts with culture. We want to create an environment where people want to stay with our company. They enjoy working there. They feel like they're being treated well and getting something out of it. And I think we've done a great job with that. But right now, I think the thing that I'm most focused on is trying to get some younger workers into the company. Finding different channels where they can access the jobs that we have available, and then continue to get training to move into things as the future goes on.
What percentage of people that you have are women?
I did a calculation recently, and it is almost 20% right now.
That's good.
Yes, I think it is pretty
That's good. We have our other company, All Metals and Forge Group, is a forging manufacturer, and we've been doing that for a long, long time. And the amount of traffic that we have coming in from clients on our website is about 45,000 people a month.
Okay.
And one of the things that really surprised me was just this past week we put in some new tracking software, and the amount of women that are coming to get more information about our company, our product, and our resources is only 17%.
Okay.
And our website is not only a lead generator, but it's an information resource.
Correct.
It talks about forgings, it talks about machining, it talks about metallurgy on a very base. And we now have to find a way to attract more women to learn what we do so that they can learn what they need to do in the field. So it's been very rewarding for us as it is for you.
Right, and I think Lori and I were just talking about here at this conference that this morning we heard about some of the differences between the various generations. And in the millennial generation, telling stories, seeing images is really important. And we talked about the fact that to attract even more women to our organization, whether they be customers or employees, we need to do a better job of telling those stories and changing some of the imaging that we're using.
I think they even now have a new name for the generation behind millennials. I think it's called exponentials.
Exponential.
Yeah, and I don't know, have you heard that?
Yes.
Oh, you have? Okay, so I wasn't getting bum information.
No.
I'm not sure what it means yet, because that may be teenagers. Thank you very much, Traci, for spending the time with us.
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity.
I appreciate it, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you. I will.
We'll be back for next interviews shortly, and stick with us. Thank you.